Those were the headlines that we're tracking for you this evening. But on what's brewing, audio series startup Pocket FM saw consolidated revenues of 1,051 crore rupees for FY24, registering a growth of 6x from 176 crore rupees in the previous financial year. Meanwhile, its losses reduced to 165 crore rupees during the period versus 208 crore rupees in FY23. The firm's expense to earnings ratio improved to 1.16 in FY24, down from 2.18 in the previous year. This essentially means Pocket FM spent 1.16 rupees for every rupee earned in FY24 compared to 2.18 rupees for every rupee earned in FY23. Joining me now to discuss this further is Rohan Nayak, the co-founder and CEO of Pocket FM, and also with me, my colleague Shruti. Rohan, thank you so much for taking time out and being here with us on Startup Street. You know, as I just pointed out, in 2024, you've seen your global revenues come in at 1,051 crore rupees, which is a 496% increase from the 176 crore rupees you saw in FY23. Can you take us through what led to this big growth? What did you do different this year?
Thanks for having me. We've seen audio series establish itself as a new entertainment category this year. I mean, when we started in 2018, the hypothesis always has been that, there's been no entertainment category for audio, while video has seen multiple sort of entertainment formats from short form to long form. What we believe is that audio series is the next big entertainment form, in addition to movies and TV shows, and that's what we see in 2024. We saw more and more users move to audio series as a 24/7 entertainment format. We are seeing users binge over 120 minutes every day. That's 2 hours of engagement every day. And in 2024, we saw 100 billion minutes being streamed. In a 200 million listener community. And interestingly, we also, in addition to a deep engagement that we see on the platform today, we're also now seeing users willing to pay for high quality content. With our microtransaction-led model, we saw more than 45 million transactions happen this year.
All right, Rohan, this is Shruti quickly stepping in. You've also cut your losses by 21% from 208 crore rupees to 165 crore rupees. However, profitability is still a bit away. But by when do you hope to turn profitable, and what do you believe will lead to this growth?
You've seen that we've scaled 5x in revenue, and our EBITDA margins have actually improved quite a bit. So we have always believed in sustainable growth. In fact, we have the highest gross margins for any entertainment business. We have more than 65% of gross margin, which is amongst the highest in our sort of industry. And we have one of the highest ROIs of our content investment spends. So I feel even today at an operating level, our core markets, which is India and US, are actually operationally profitable, while our new markets, which have recently launched, like Europe, are yet to grow profitable. So profitability is more of a choice right now, rather than an inevitability. It's more of the fact that we're already profitable in our core markets at an operating level.
So profitability right now is a choice, is what you're saying. But, let's take a look at your content then. Over 30 audio series have achieved revenue milestones of 10 crore rupees, of which 7 have crossed 100 crore rupees, right? So if you could take us through what you have in store on the content front for the coming year, and what's the kind of role AI will play in your next leg of growth?
Yeah, so at a very fundamental level, we're in the business of finding these unique and unheard stories from all around the world. And as we have pioneered this new category of audio series, the biggest challenge always has been, how do you get high quality content on the platform? Today we have over 75,000 audio series on the platform, and the plan is to grow this multifold over the next year. We today have a writer community of 250,000 writers. I still feel we're in the early stages of building this content catalog, because users still need high quality content in a lot of diverse genres. So next year we're going to see new genres coming up, like fantasy and science fiction, and we're going to invest more in those specific genres, which have actually tried shaping up really well. In AI, by the way, out of 75,000 audio series, 40,000 of these audio series are enabled by AI. And what it means is that through AI, we're actually enabling writers to share their stories through AI voice, right? I mean, we have so many writers who have great stories to share, but how would they, how would they create an audio show? So through AI voice, we're enabling that to happen.
All right. So you just spoke about your product innovation and expansion plans. Let's go to the geographical expansion plans. You continue to expand with strongholds in markets like the US, where you've got about 70%, and India revenues make about 15%. And you've made recent forays into Europe and Latin America as well. Rohan, take us through your expansion plans. How are the new markets faring? What kind of subscription numbers are you seeing there?
It's still very early, but Europe is going to be the next big bet for 2025. We are seeing very early numbers. We've seen great numbers in UK, Germany, and I think we're going to expand to France and Italy over the next quarter. We're still very early, but we're seeing really positive signs, and Europe is going to be the next big bet for the next year.
Your next big bet for the next year. But we have to ask you, right? You've had 2 series of layoffs. A month ago, you laid off people in a bid to optimize costs. Can you tell us, are you looking to undertake more restructuring? Will there be more layoffs at Pocket FM?
We have actually, our full-time headcount at Pocket FM has been steady. Like any entertainment business, you start a lot of shows, you start a lot of projects with freelancers and consultants for a short-term basis. And if these projects after review don't go ahead, you don't extend those contracts. I think that's what you're referring to. But at a full-time sort of employee level, we've had a pretty steady headcount, to be honest.
All right. Okay. On that note, Rohan, we'll have to wrap up our conversation. Wish you the very best, and many thanks for joining us on Startup Street today.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
All right.